Reunion?
That was like really...
Was it really?
It was a wet fug.
I did it with the drum fill of the theme song. Everyone knows that except for you. We talk about this a lot.
I miss so much.
There's things that you don't hear, and we talk about that a lot as if it's a bad thing, but I think it's actually really nice because you get to have a completely unique to you pod experience that no one else gets to have. With kind of this beautiful ignorance. Blissful, even.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as both beautiful and ignorant. It really drives home the feeling for me that the podcast is just you and I having a conversation. Because there's zero intrusion in the form of, like, the production that surrounds a podcast. And it leads to me saying things that, are later parroted back to me and fill me with regret. But...
What's the most regrettable thing you've said recently on the show that's parroted back to you?
Recently, you know what? I'm going to scroll back through Discord, like when you're talking, and by the end of the show, I'll be able to tell you.
Well, the answer is nothing because you're perfect. You're an angel, and the podcast is for each other only. And so whatever the haters say, I don't give a fuck about. Why are you listening to two guys having a? That's a bit sus. You're listening in on two guys having a nighttime conversation. Pause on that, in my opinion.
Should we bring back? I mean, maybe I just don't hang out with anyone who says pause. But should we bring back pause?
I think we should, or maybe people will pause. Maybe if we say pause, then you should pause the episode and think about what we're saying for a second.
It's actually a time for thoughtful reflection. If you're listening to this on the day of, because I guess this will be This will be the episode that comes out before the day of mourning for Her Majesty the Queen, and so
how do
if
you feel?
Are
so we
to
know
this,
you love troops, obviously. How do you feel about the monarchy, Sam?
Well, interesting you should ask. Of course, we all know Queen Elizabeth famously served in.
For those who don't know, Queen Elizabeth II has passed away. If you're just hearing this right now, she has passed.
Yep.
Elizabeth died.
I can't believe this is how I found out about it. Someone will say about this podcast.
Hey guys, Elizabeth died. I'm trying to quote it, but I don't even remember. I'm not gonna. If you don't know what I'm referencing, it's your problem.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do the Chewbacca died thing, but I also don't remember the cadence in which that discovery occurred. But yeah, so I think here's the thing. I mean, Queen Elizabeth is a troop. I don't think Charles is a troop. I know that Harry's a troop because there's that good meme of him like running off when Darude Sandstorm starts playing. So I think I like the Queen and I like Harry. And so now that she's dead and he's out, I feel like
it skips a generation for you with that fame. What's
their
last name?
It's not for me. It's the true. Oh, they don't have a last name. That's what's so fucking.
The Queen.
They're just king. Yeah.
Oh,
what is Harry? I remember looking this up one time, just being like...
He's from One Direction.
He's Harry's last name.
He's from Tiff Styles.
Yeah, that's right. He is... Wow. Oh, Harry, Charles, Albert, David, he does not technically have a last name. These people don't have last names, man.
Here's the thing. Before we get into this episode, before we talk about some more breaking news, I did just want to... You know what? I kind of
secretly like the monarchy, right? Because I feel like the monarchy
that would be cool if I did. That
kind
of
half troop, half a deity. And so, like, given that you're the most sort of sympathetic towards, a greater power of which the Queen is or was.
You think? That's true. No, I don't really think of the Queen. Doesn't really fit into my monotheistic view of spirituality, unfortunately. So, but off the top here, because this is kind of the liminal space, so to speak, of the show. I wanted to just real quick talk about TIFF is happening right now. The Toronto Film Festival.
The city's alive.
The city's alive.
People in
Sam's hobnobbing
over Japan Droids t-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. And Toronto's just hopping. I mean, the 6 is just absolutely thriving. Bloor Street, all the places. Got all the Exclaim writers are just having the time of their lives on the town. We thought that it'd be funny this week to talk about Cassavetes, the Fugazi song Cassavetes. And
we
fact,
did at one point think that was going to be fun.
Preparing for that, I mean, not preparing because I've been meaning to watch Cassavetes films forever. So I've been kind of like every once in a while, Sarah and I will watch one, completely have our mind blown, incredible. And then, that's something we're working through together that we're really enjoying. So we thought it'd be fun. And it's been almost impossible to book someone who's willing to talk about Cassavetes with us. It's like next level. Like people used to, say, I don't really have much to say about whatever. I don't feel confident. But like we're being straight up stonewalled about Cassavetes. I mean, I think there's someone that you invited on that might still come on the show about something else. So we won't reveal that one.
The timing might not have worked out, so we didn't fully get.
But
there was not a wall of stone there. There's just a wall of bad timing.
You've been stonewalled by a few film bros and broettes, I think, and this is my, I think, second or third rejection. I don't think I even told you this, but I invited Lights Camera Jackson on the show. And accidentally invited him on during the Emmys when he was really busy, so I apologize to LCJ. But then he graciously wrote me today and said he's not really the right person to talk about John Cassavetes. So it's just really disappointing.
Could we still do it next week? Do you think we could get Tanner Zipchen?
Oh my God! Okay. If we can get Tanner Zipchen, we'll talk about Cassavetes next week. That's a pod promise. So
yeah,
and
he knows us, right? I mean, like he's done a cameo about us.
That's true.
About you, about both of us. About you. It was about you.
I think so. And I got a cameo of him for Sarah one time too. So like his cameo budget.
He knows the whole family
is blossoming thanks to us, but. What's he up to now? Man, I love him. I love Tanner Zipchen
He's in a TIFF movie. He's in a TIFF movie.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
What a fucking legend. I love you, Tanner Z.
Yeah, so he's having a great TIFF. But and you know what though, the problem is I feel like Tanner Zipchen may have gone to the same university program that I did, which was like not for cinephiles. It was for like...
I know. That's the problem is like the funniest people to talk about film are the kind of people who probably have never heard of Cassavetes. Whereas the people who are, talking about Jean-Luc Godard dying today are not the kind of people who we want to have on our show. So let's get into punk news
That's
section.
a different podcast.
Punk news, P-U-N-K-N-E-W-S.
We do want to talk about punk news. Sam Sutherland, what is your punk news for this week of the podcast 155 podcast about punk songs?
So my punk news is punk in a few different ways. It's literally punk, but then I feel like it's also philosophically punk, and so I wanted to share this, maybe share some beautiful remembrances of your favorite.
I've clicked the link and I'm doing little kind of tasting sounds as I just sort of first nibble on it.
Nim. That's right. CBC News Montreal is reporting that
Miriam
old punk rock
Lafontaine
venue
is the author. So that's cool.
Old punk rock venue in Montreal to be turned into affordable housing. Well, isn't that amazing? And then the subheadline is Catacombs went out of business in 2019. Oh, so the old punk venue in question is none other than Catacombs. There's a beautiful, beautiful photo of it all
I've never
boarded up.
heard it pronounced like that before. I love it.
Catacombs. Catacombs.
I've always said catacombs.
Catacombs, which is not spelled right in the image description. Catacombs at the corner of Saint Laurent
That's
Boulevard.
not Miriam's fault. That's not Miriam's fault.
No, not blaming Miriam. And Ontario Street. That was my. I'm trying to Ontario. Is that,
You're
anyway,
saying it just more Ontarian, really.
Ontario Street still stands out for its skull-themed street art. John Nagla, CBC.
Why'd you become a maritimer by the end of that sentence?
That's once a landmark. All right. What was once a landmark music venue for punk rock fans in Montreal's Saint Laurent Boulevard What was once a landmark music venue for punk rock fans on Montreal's Saint Laurent Boulevard will be transformed into affordable student housing in coming years, the nonprofit that purchased it announced this week. The goth venue, covered in skulls by the corner of Ontario Street East, has been dormant ever since it went out of business in late 2019. Laurent Levesque, the executive director of Unité de Travail pour l'implantation de logement étudiant, said it could open as early as 2025. We wanted to show it's now possible to build affordable student housing in downtown Saint-Lévesque. So, couple of
I've
things
heard
here.
of house shows, but shows house?
To me,
You know, I
What
was
I
at the
wanna know
last.
is-
I was at the last show at
I know. So I think we maybe talked about it on the pod, but I wanted to
I've always
reminisce of catacombs.
Catacombian Fitch is what I have decided to call it right now.
That's good. I like that. I mean, I feel like the classic student style. Now they refer to this both in the headline and in the lead as being a punk rock venue for punk rock fans. Then second paragraph refers to it as a goth venue. And now, first of all, I don't think goth and punk are interchangeable. So,
They're not.
Miriam
but
LaFontaine.
I think that
I'm sure you're great at writing about Montreal, but you're wading into our territory here.
I just want to clarify for those who know about these things involved. I do not consider any of this my territory in any shape or form.
No, this is our territory.
I
We
think
are punk experts and goth experts and catacombs experts.
I agree that they're not interchangeable per se. However, having attended the last show ever at Catacombian Fitch, I will say that punk and goth is interchangeable insofar as everybody who attended did look like they were from some kind of 1980s Taschen coffee table book about subcultures. I mean, the dress was the hairstyle, the clouds of dusty drugs that were probably forming all around. It was everything about it was very 1980s coffee table book. That's $200, and you don't know how you're going to carry it home. An impulse buy at Chapters when you're waiting for a movie to start, and then you have to lug this $200 investment around the mall. So I think they're interchangeable insofar as the clientele was incredibly ridiculous in the best possible way. So that's I can see where it's coming from. It's not so far off.
Well, my question to
My
you,
experience of the 3 punk shows I've gone to in Montreal since living here, and I hope to never do it again. But I have noticed you don't really get in other cities. There's a lot of punk guys who are just record collectors who wear Oxford button-down shirts and khakis, and I don't think those kind of punks really exist here. The punks here are just as ridiculous as possible at all times, and they all hate each other, it seems, or at least they like each other, but they all think each other is some form of poser. Whether it's because they're,
someone should make a grid or a graph.
That's true. That is true.
Chart the different.
By the way, I think
differences.
we got to start plugging our exclusives more because they're so good. But this week we did
this
Fugazi TikTok.
Is fucking awesome.
It was so good. Georgia, shout out Georgia for once again just making it so good. The Fugazi TikTok is so much worse and better than you think it might be. So check it out, patreon.com/.
You know what? That's actually my biggest recent pod regret is in introducing that great exclusive. I referred to Georgia as a guest, and you correctly pointed out that she is not a guest; she is family, and so I regretted my lack of inclusion.
There you go. We found it.
Yeah.
So no,
Yeah,
I think in other cities I might take umbrage with the goth punk interchangeability, but I think really what she's just saying is ridiculous and subcultural. So I think it makes sense.
But here's my question, really becomes, and this is where I think the Montreal definition of punk and say the Toronto definition of punk may differ, is that when I see catacombs, I see a metal bar. Mm-hmm. Yet the word metal does not appear anywhere. I just searched metal. Now, would you say that Catacombi is a metal bar, or would you have said it was a punk bar?
I mean, I was talking to some friends recently who were visiting from out of town, and for some reason this came up in conversation, and they said, "Oh, you mean the Oogle bar that I heard so much about?" And I think that's probably closer. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, And I think, actually, if anyone wants to check out some... I'm going to be at the Killers, so I'm not going to be able to go. But DB Chris, his band Mueco, is returning for a Varning Fest, which used to be at Catacombs, but is returning, and it's going to be at a true metal bar. I don't know if you've seen this place before. I feel like you would love it because you love all these ridiculous places in Montreal.
I just want to feel like I'm in the Super Mario Brothers movie anytime I'm
Well, exactly. But this place, is where they're playing now. The Piranha Bar that's on Saint Laurent. They're having the Moiko show.
Montreal is so fucking good.
Like every time I walk by this place, they're just playing hair metal, and there's like one sad middle-aged person drinking at 2 p.m. But I think there's a free Allures in Piranha Bar. It looks like. Anyways, so what are we talking about right now? I don't know. But
Okay, well, look at I will say this. I just tried to see if I could find like any sort of definitive definition. I will say that in the Google Maps description of Catacombs, it says it's a hip co-op hosting lot. So it's hip, maybe more than anything.
It's not. It is not hip. It's
defined by its hipness. Wow, I don't know. I don't think having a Frito lure inside of your bar is very punk. So listen, I mean, really, it's just like, isn't it great? This is going to be affordable housing. They for students who like, I don't know if affordable housing for students is punk or not, but I'm willing to look past it. There is at least a good like, where Laurent Levesque. They keep changing whether they describe him as Laurent or Levesque. Montreal and other cities are facing a significant student housing crisis, Laurent said. We've seen a lot of applications from students telling us they can't qualify for one of our units. That they can't qualify for one of our units. They couldn't actually pursue their studies. We don't want Montreal to become like Toronto. No offense to Toronto.
See, but Laurent,
Damn.
so Laurent is wearing like a paisley shirt, just has like a normal haircut and just kind of like a guy, That's what a Vancouver. That's like what a Vancouver guy who collects rare punk 7-inches looks like. It's just like a normal plain man. He's the one talking about Kriegshog in the comments somewhere, fighting with people. That's not. That's like they don't.
Plain man.
That's the difference. Well, thank you, Sam, for that great item. And mine is this. I think. I think we were going to try to work this out in real time, but this says this is from TJRWrestling.net. Bobby Fish on Tony Khan's reaction to CM Punk outburst by Lyle Kilbane. Former AEW star Bobby Fish has given thought to how Vince McMahon or Triple H might have reacted to CM Punk's medium scrum outburst, saying it wouldn't have ended well for Punk. CM Punk caused an uproar at the post-all-out press conference when he aired his grievances with the wrestling media, Colt Cabana, MGF, Hangman Adam Page, and perhaps most notably the Young Bucks. All this occurred while sitting next to AEW President Tony Khan, who appeared deeply uncomfortable at some of the comments, but let Punk continue regardless. One person who has not had many kind words to say about CM Punk since the situation exploded is former NXT Tag Team Champion and AEW star Bobby Fish. It says advertisement.
Really?
Scroll down. Fish spoke recently to Joey G of Wrestling Headlines, where he suggested that Triple H or Vince McMahon might have had a very different reaction to Punk's comments and shut him up there and then. So I don't know what's going on with these guys, but every week it's really should we talk about CM Punk or not?
Every week, Punk News is you and I sifting through hundreds of articles about CM Punk to try to find just a little nim about Catacombs.
Yeah, or maybe a 17-year-old writing in their college paper about how Punk is back again or something. That's always a fun one. But I could tell from the few like wrestling nerds that I haven't muted yet, I could and just kind of context clues. I think my Punk news is just that something has happened with CM Punk this week, but I don't really know what it was. Hopefully that made sense. From TJRWrestling.net. One of their top stories is also CM Punk should be fired, according to ex-WWE star. Oh, the top one is Bobby Fish explains why he kicked out of... Bobby Fish explains why he kicked out of CM Punk's GTS is the headline. So I don't know. So something's going on with CM Punk and Bobby Fish and Tony Khan.
Wow.
So...
what do you think the punkest fish is? Is it the piranha?
That's Punk News.
Punk News, P-U-N-K-N-E-W-S.
This is my birthday pony. This is my birthday pony.
Why? I don't like that you're singing it in that voice, so I'm going to try to talk over you. That's right. After a month and a week, a month and 2 weeks of...
this is what I love about not switching bands, is that I'm starting to feel insane again We've been doing month-long band themes.
Yeah, and
it's
easy
digestible, and I'm starting to feel insane again. I don't know how I feel about Fugazi. I feel agitated and nervous and kind of a gross energy when we talk this month, and I love it. So I'm excited about this.
Well, that's great because we decided, in particular, after the last couple of weeks of it's just the show has become just you and I watching old Fugazi live videos and being like, they're so fucking sick. Which, as opposed to before when we used to watch videos from bands and be like, they're so fucking sick also. But we wanted to challenge ourselves. We wanted to say, all right, some people don't like Fugazi. They got there's some goofy shit throughout that discography. Let's find a bad Fugazi song. Let's talk about what we consider to perhaps be the worst Fugazi song. Let's give the haters their time. And so we have chosen from Red Medicine, Birthday Pony, which I feel like is a song that you have talked about extensively.
Hey, what's a leftist's favorite Fugazi album? Red Menacing, I think. Is that a thing? Red Menace? Does that mean something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Red Scare. Remember that thing?
Yeah, that's right. There's something going on there. So this was our attempt to say, like, okay, let's talk about a time that Fugazi maybe missed the mark. And again, I feel like over the course of Blink-155, there were also like, I feel like I can hear you more than I hear Ian in my head going, "This is a birthday pony." Like, that's just something that you have. I think this might be your favorite Fugazi song because more than any other Fugazi song, like, I've heard you sing this just casually.
Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. So I hate.
Yeah.
I don't like Red Medicine very much as an album. I think it's my least fave Fugaz, and I always thought that I hated Birthday Pony so much because I remember like hearing the fucking irritating ass intro and the stupid piano and like the annoying scraping sounds. But I haven't listened to the full song probably since I was like 16. And so I listened to it today.
Had the same experience as you.
I was like, wait a minute, the song's kind of sick. There's nothing wrong with it. And then I remembered the actual worst Fugazi song is the Ring the Alarm one, also from Red Medicine. That song is so bad, but I guess we're too late to do that episode.
I've been listening to Red Medicine today, and like Red Medicine's fucking awesome, man. I don't know that there really truly is like. I mean, if you are over 30 and like us, maybe there is no bad Fugazi to you. But this song does pop up. Like, I think this is.
It is also like I will say it still is pretty bad. Like the intro's bad. You don't want to hear Ian Mackay say "birthday pony" just as a phrase that's nasty. I don't want to hear that at all. Don't do that.
The problem is the rest of the song is great. Like the actual part where he says,
"Yeah." When the piano part turns into a palm muted guitar thing, it's bad also. But the problem is there's some big hits and some big loud moments that are good. So unfortunately,
a lot of big. We love folks. We love big loud moments, don't we? But look, this song is other people's least favorite. So over on the Fugazi subreddit. From time to time, people will try to, controversially, lob in a grenade and ask people for bad Fugazi songs. Very rarely does anyone.
What are they normally doing on here? Just like talking about how it's hard to find a good granola bar nowadays.
I don't know. Actually, let's take a look at what the top posts are on r/.
And also, for those who listened last week, Marsden has started a wonderful trend where people are going onto the Discord store and saying 155 sent me here. Who's still listening to the argument in 2022? So that's a great community, the Discord store.
That is fantastic. On the Fugazi subreddit, someone has recently made a tab for Afterthought. I've seen this a few times. Why is I'm So Tired so popular? Someone is promoting their podcast about Steady Diet of Nothing with Joe Lally as a guest.
Someone did a Dolly thing for Ian Mackay smoking crack, and it really basically basically no likes on there. No one cares. No one cares about your deli shit anymore.
Yeah, I know. We're all over it. Even though whenever I see it in the feed, I think that's sick. And I'm still on the waiting list. And once I get it, I will use it and I will love it. But Birthday Pony shows up a few times in this thread from 2 years ago of best and worst Fugazi songs. At least look at Margin Walker 55, not a fan. Some deleted user, not a fan. Sweaty Rando, not a fan. But then Euphoric Llama 12's come in and says, I'm seeing a lot of Birthday Pony as worst. Care to elaborate? And no one.
Yeah, that's true.
Takes
Will Rockwell Scott said, I saw them in '95, right before Red Medicine came out, and Birthday Pony slayed live. But the album version was definitely pale in comparison. I mean, also, I think maybe the issue is just that I'm starting to realize every Fugazi song is pretty much identical in a lot of ways. So that's why it's still good, because it still turns into a Fugazi song after the little.
That's the thing. Like whatever they do, but here, like this is I think this is a bigger subreddit. This is Let's Talk About Music. This has almost 400,000 quote unquote listeners. I guess that's subscribers or readers of the subreddit. And this user, Mintix21, 9 years ago, kickstarted this hot little discussion.
What is this? I don't understand this. Why is there like quoted text in a weird box that cuts out?
That I don't understand. I'm choosing to ignore that.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to point it out so that people who are listening can't find the link and just will feel a little bit frustrated to know that something weird is happening.
No, this little conversation that Moontix21 has tried to kick off is Let's Talk, Minor Threat, and Fugazi. I listened to Fugazi for a while until I heard Birthday Pony. Probably the worst song I've ever heard from such a highly name-checked underground band. The lyrics and delivery were so embarrassingly bad and corny. In the history of Fugazi, I think the only songs that had tangible lyrics that folks could get behind were off the first EP, Waiting Room Bulldog Friend, the song written by that other guy, not Guy. My point is that I've thought for a long time that if you took the best from both bands and those songs were released in the 80s, music in general would be way different than it is today. If you look at a big picture, Minor Threat had a weird bunch of copycats, none of which reached Minor Threat success. Fugazi had semi-copycats that reached huge success, but with pathetically bad lyrics, i.e. Teen Spirit, Albino Libido, Thoughts. I don't really understand what the conversation is.
You were also very generous with your reading of this, because this person is practically illiterate.
Yeah, well, I would be. I'm really fascinated by this opening line, which was, I listened to Fugazi for a while until I heard Birthday Pony.
Oh,
so it's like, where you listen to the band and then you get to Birthday Pony and you're like, everything I've just done was a mistake.
I kind of get it. That's a deal breaker. I'm looking at the lyrics. It opens with, "This is a birthday pony. This is a birthday pony." You know when people do that like rowing dance? I don't know how to explain it, but you know the thing where you're like rowing about, that dance where you go your arms in front?
Picture it.
It's like you're both arms in a punch formation, and then they go forward and to the right and then back in. It's like a kind of like a birthday, like if you're like, "Go shawty, it's your birthday," and you might do that rowing dance. It's a very like...
Oh, yeah, no, okay, I get it. I'm literally having to do it because I was just sort of like punching forward and punching back, but now I understand that I'm moving the whole time.
That dance.
I gotta bring that dance. I have not done that dance.
I have to tell you something.
In my life.
I hate that dance. I always hated it when I was a kid.
Of course you hate that dance because people do it and they have fun doing it.
It drove me crazy when I was younger. It just gets under my skin in a way. And that, with the disco call, doing that at the same time. Sarah does that to bug me because those two things together are so irritating to me. And I kind of feel like people used to do that at this like worship thing that teens in Abbotsford would go to called Doxa. It was like, "I found Jesus," and then everyone would go ooh, 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 and do that rowing dance. And it made me want to like hide and die, just curl up in a hole and die. And I think singing "This Is a Birthday Pony," it tickles that same like bad shiver. It's like it feels to me like when you're eating a cinnamon bun that you don't know has raisins in it, and you get a particularly like skin laden raisin, like that kind of back of the molar tickle. That's what it does to me to hear him say, "This is a birthday pony." So that's how I feel.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, you're not alone. I feel like we referenced our guy Mark Prindle early on in Fugurst original. And even in his 9 dot review, this is a very old website. He's sort of
I love Mark Brindle.
Mark Prindle fucking rules. We're big
Fascist
time
corporate
Prindle
sellout
Prindle heads over
bastard
here.
swine is what the subhead of his website is. Fucking
It's so
epic.
great. So he's like, reviewed every record, and in his take on Red Medicine, which is of course like this is the first like really experimental, right, Fugazi record. He points out, perhaps not all the experiments are as orally pleasing as one's normal everyday pop music. In brackets, the irritatingly herky-jerky Birthday Pony, for example, can rest its finger in my a-hole. And Do You Like Me is definitely more interesting than listenable. But darn it, without experimentation, bracket again, and this is only light experimentation, by the way. It's just Fugazi not sounding like Fugazi. It's not noise or anything. Most of it is totally accessible, end bracket. We're condemned to a musical existence consisting of Pearl Jam, bracket, or as I like to call them, quote-unquote, bad company, bracket, Alanis Morissette, and countless millions who imitate them. There's so much happening in that sentence.
Oh, wait, read the
There are
final
3
sentence.
brackets.
The final sentence is for you.
Oh, perhaps I overused the parentheses, bracket, suck my ass. Fucking bodied by Prindle, man.
Prindle
got it.
got you.
Prindle's always one step
Prindle-
ahead.
He's always one step ahead.
Fucking Prindle.
Dude, I love
No, but
Mark
look at,
Brindle.
even in the comments, there's a very active comment section on markprindle.com. I'm's Judy at micheladusa.net, which is just doxing people because I guess this was back in the day.
Yeah,
when you had to use
whatever.
your
They're
email
probably all
address.
dead by now.
Kill me for saying this, but I like Birthday Pony. It's funky. Oh, yeah. Look at this person also, I think, loves Birthday Pony. There's a lot of Birthday Pony.
I'm seeing.
Damn.
I'm searching Mark Prindle on Twitter, and I think he's like low key a legend. Like it seems like a lot of people followed Prindle.
I
Some
believe
people
it. This is an
follow.
insanely active comment. Like we're gonna find out this guy's like the Robert Christgau of like some other corner of the world that we're not familiar with. Damn, these guys fucking rock. My favorites are Birthday Pony and the Epic Long Distance Runner, but this album is just too good to be narrowed down to favorites. What a hard rock masterpiece. Limp Bizkit, Korn, Kid Rock, Blink 182. Don't make me laugh. However, Sporkpope at AOL.com agrees with you. Says, Birthday Pony, throw that beat in the garbage can.
That's right, Spork Pope. Spork
So,
Pope.
But look at further on. I mean, he talks about Birthday Pony being the only Fugazi song he doesn't like at all from his review of their live at Fort Reno in 1997 bootleg. It even though you and I both listened to this song before we recorded and we're like, wait, does Birthday Pony rock? I think it's okay, like for even geniuses like us and Mark Prindle to say maybe this is the worst and that's still better than most. But did you not find, like, listening to it, I was like, fuck, the piano intro is amazing, and you've got, like, Ian, like, screaming, laughing into the pickups of his guitar, which is always one of those things that, like, when you see someone doing, you're like, that's sick, but, like, I very rarely in a live setting can I, like, separate it in the mix. I feel like it's, like, a vibe thing as opposed to a practical thing, but because it's, like, this sparse, like, the piano is just sort of playing the riff, and there's just like general like fucking noise happening, then you're like, oh, that's definitely a man screaming into a guitar pickup.
I hate it. I don't like any of the experimentation. It sounds like Mr. Bungle, what I imagine Mr. Bungle sounds like to me. It's just like too. I think it's just because the riff is so annoying. Like maybe if it was just like more vibey experimentation, I'd like it more. Or if it was like harsher, I feel like it's just in this kind of middle zone that just makes me feel nauseous a little bit. So that's all I can say, really.
That's fair. Well, here's the thing, man. Like, you and I are not the only ones who have also had this, like, well, at least me. I've had a slight turn on this song. Maybe you're still a hater, and that's good. But
I'm not. No, I have. Like that's the thing. I'm trying my hardest not to have the full turn. But I agree. Like it is. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost. It's because we did 2 months of a band, and now I'm lost again. And I love it.
Well, others have turned. This is from one of my favorite websites, SIR, stillinrock.com. And this is their list of top 5 best songs about ponies. And in addition to Silver Jews, Waves, and Ween, we've got Fugazi, Birthday Pony, still in rock.com is claiming is the number 2 song about ponies. So that's I mean, just pretty good. At least it's like we know it ranks for pony lovers. And then this is just like a website that I felt like you would really enjoy in general. This is from the San Diego Troubadour. And I can't tell if this is an actual all weekly or like
amazing
really,
logo.
Really,
oh my god!
really,
what is this author's
Yeah.
photo? Holy shit! This is so cool.
This is a I guess a column by Simon Flick.
Simeon. No, that's Simeon.
Simeon Flick.
Simeon Flick. Wait, this is from 2021, but this image.
I know, and like everything around this makes you feel like it's from 1998. Like the San Diego Troubadour logo is like looks like a very tiny GIF logo that's been blown up. It's like this very displeasing shade of purple. And then the Raider of the Lost Arts column that Simeon Flick writes has this like very early Photoshop kind of image of
so
his face over what doesn't even actually look like Indiana Jones. Like it looks like they photoshopped his face over like a generic,
like a Halloween
like
costume.
Animated. yeah, like one of these like
Party City.
Yeah, exactly. Professor Adventurer costume or whatever. But this like so this is like the most overwritten like it's so fucking long.
Oh,
but it
wow.
mentions Birthday Pony, and so I did Birthday Pony finds McKay laughing and wailing into his guitar's pickups over Canty's random crash accents and a piano version of the main riff that drops in shortly after, wherein he begins to screed about careful what you wish for concerns. A shocking millisecond intro drops into the slow and steady bass and drum groove of Forensic Scene, with Picciotto as the hapless gumshoe at the taped off, chalk outlined room of one of his ended relationships. And it just like kind of continues in this there's some lyric quotes and stuff, but then there's a sentence coming up here. You can almost hear the beret and turtleneck clad finger snaps as Guy low key rhyme reads the caveat verses over an easygoing riff before the melodic jazz chorus kicks in, punctuated by an onomatopoeia. Poetically apropos percussive headstock figure from McKay. I actually feel like this is joke. Like this is funny, right?
I don't think so. I think it's real. Also, there's an incredible T-shirt to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the San Diego Troubadour. As you scroll down, there's an ad on the side, at least for me. Beautiful. Improve your image for just.
Oh, we should get these shirts, man. Yes.
So cool. Damn, that was incredible. That was like worse than hyperliterate squatter bard, whatever you just said. It was like next level.
Yeah.
I think that style of writing
there.
needs to come back. Honestly, the fact that writing used to be. Oh no, this is still. I forgot this is from 2021. Actually,
it's like they're bringing it back. Man. That's what makes me think that like maybe it's a bit of a bit because it's so. This is the opening. The quartet would take the stage to the anticipatory swell of applause from an all-ages audience that had paid less than $10 to get in, and about as much for any of the records. No, it's kind of normally written until
it kind of does start, like the fact that it starts in situ like that, like he doesn't even mention the band until the end of that paragraph is, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Fugazi from Washington, D.C." Like, remember when Pitchfork reviews were like 7,000 words long and were like these kind of meta narrative just absolute bullshit. It's kind of like that, but also like a book report, and then he looks like Indiana Jones. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it. Incredible.
Yeah, it's all good. Now, in all of your times singing this song to me and to our listeners on the pod, have you ever actually thought about what the song is about? Because I know I haven't.
I haven't, and I think I might have some. We might learn some different meanings of it a little bit later tonight. But I don't really know what it's about. And the thing that's annoying is I didn't look at the lyrics until today. And I thought, what? Some of these lyrics look pretty damn good to me. Other than the refrain, "This is a birthday pony," which is the worst and needs to stop.
Yeah, this is a Birthday Pony's band. Also, I don't know. Like, okay, let's read the lyrics to Birthday Pony real quick. This is a birthday pony because all people have heard you say this is a birthday pony a lot. This is a birthday pony. This is a strange kind of rest because I feel like a guest when I'm right here at home. I'm not right here at home. I opened up these accounts, all these separate accounts, because I can't comprehend the single ride to the end. I needed something to do, and so I split in two. But now the pattern takes hold. I find I'm losing control. Laugh, boy. I don't want to be free. This is a birthday pony. So I feel like laugh, boy is also like a troubling.
I know. I like
phrase.
that. So maybe like the way that this is a birthday pony is such an annoying phrase that kind of makes you like feel psycho. That maybe is something that it seems like the rest of the song, and I think I don't want to spoil what I just read from scrolling down, but it does seem like maybe it's about having kind of a split personality and just kind of feeling out of place when he's trying to chill at home. So that's one thing, but then I don't understand. Like, I don't really get what's a birthday pony.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that either. And it seems like, on a few other, like, the Fugazi wiki and a couple of other websites, that exact interpretation, the idea, this is from Bamblestone on songmeanings.com. Ian once said in an interview that the way he is on tour and the way he is at home is completely different. Maybe that will help with the lyric interpretation. And I feel like that seems to be kind of the pervading interpretation of the songs. It's about that sort of, and it's not even just about sort of the at-home thing. I mean, something that we've talked about and we've seen interviews, with him over the course of doing these 2 months is this idea of like him feeling very distinct from people's concept of him. And whether that's like literal, like behavioral, like you are one way on tour and you're another way at home, more so the idea that there is like a projected version of you, and that's the one that people are interacting with on tour versus even just like not having a constant projection kind of following you around at home, which doesn't, birthday pony still doesn't make any sense in that. And so I do appreciate this interpretation from Rich79, who also claims to have heard this. This is like everyone's cousin has someone who's like friends with the band, I guess, or whatever. I've heard that this song is about having children when there's no love in a relationship, but plenty of money. So the birthday pony is basically a way of buying your family's love without any sincerity. The line, I needed something to do, and so I'm split in two, is about having kids just because it seems like the thing to do. Rich 79 speaking in rhyme, spooking me out for sure.
Well, similarly, I just saw this one on Genius. Someone said, and they don't have an account name, and it's unreviewed because it's such a stupid comment. I guess even the people at Genius were like, we're deleting you. But it says, the birthday pony may be, it doesn't say the birthday pony may be, it says, the birthday pony may be a symbol of when he does come home to one of the many families he feels he needs to bring lots of presents for them like it's their birthday. So that's confusing.
That would be fine.
However, maybe as we're talking about it, I'm thinking maybe, if you're a little kid and you wished for a pony for your birthday, and then you actually got it, it would be really stressful. And so maybe that's what it's about. Is like he's just being a baby about touring and whining about being on tour. Is what I'm saying.
Interesting. I mean, and I wonder if it's also possible that there, because songs can sometimes be about more than one thing. And so I do wonder if perhaps this song is about, that, dichotomy, the different sort of versions of yourself. Again, the sort of, in particular, if you're Ian MacKaye, the kind of constructed version of you that people
right, because like what you're
with
saying is
about
a birthday and a pony are two distinctly different things, and so if you combine them, it's like you're like, wow, it's fucked up to imagine both. They're both nouns. Sure, they're both nouns, absolutely, but birthday is a kind of day, and a pony, I think, is a horse or a donkey or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't really tell what it is. So I did look it up, and something that I wonder about is like, is birthday pony just a red herring? So he's birthday pony. Maybe the birthday pony part of the song is just about actual birthday ponies. So here's a little drawing from Twitter user Tanshi0. This is a birthday pony. It's a pony's birthday. Hashtag MLP. So I guess it's My Little Pony. A little bit of a really nice fan art here. Pony's kind of
flying turtle with the birthday pony.
Yeah, that's pretty cute little turtle. And here it looks like I think My Little Pony actually did like an official kind of 10th anniversary quote unquote birthday ponies. This comes from Daily Ponies. It's a daily MLP figures account. And this is, if you look up birthday pony, you'll get a lot of photos of this because this is a cute little anniversary pony.
That's adorable.
It's pretty nice. And then we've got, I guess I'll throw the what, I'll just put this one in now. So then, here's another, I guess, vision of a birthday pony. This comes from user B Puns. And this is one's a little more not safe for work. On her 18th birthday, Pony Sonotori's body started to go through some unusual changes. He started to spurt larger. Actually, I don't think is the word, but he started to spurt larger in some areas, some areas more than others. But unlike Mount Lady, she couldn't shrink back down. This is a commission from, I guess, a friend of B Pun's, Drakees.
Well, I'm glad that this nude lactating woman who is experiencing her fourth spurt of the day is 18 in this drawing. So we are looking at someone who is legal to be seeing these enormous
but this is
areola.
I didn't notice, and it's not just the areolas that are big in this photo. I actually didn't notice. I hadn't. In the image was already large enough for me, and so I didn't make it any larger. But I am now seeing. This is my fourth spurt of the day. A little bit of dialogue here, but also that this is now. Unless I'm wrong, in the world of My Little Pony, are the ponies like kaiju sized? Because this pony appears to have like crushed pedestrians under their feet.
I don't think this is My Little Pony canon.
Oh, okay.
I don't think this is even My Little Pony. I think this is just a character named Pony celebrating her 14th birthday while having an awkward spurting lactation moment in what I guess on a city street. There's so much detail and attention paid to the areolae and the split of her shirt. And not so much detail paid to the billboards that create the cityscape because one of them just says some company on it. So that's a little... So you finish your work here. Come on.
But, I mean, the users are loving it. Ooh, nice job on the shirt, as you pointed that out. Drawing those constricting effects is the most fun part, in my opinion. Beepin says, definitely still practicing the shredding, but it's always fun to let the lines loose. So, glad to be improving. And then, here is just another... actual pony, an actual birthday pony. This is from user Lisa Bourne, the Bourne Supremacy right here. Thank you at Hope Pastures. My son really enjoyed his birthday pony party with you. Hashtag kids birthday party, hashtag pony party, hashtag leads charity. And there is a pony kind of dressed up very similar
That's
to the
cute. Very
cute. Birthday pony figure that we saw. But this is where your question of like, is a pony just a donkey? Because it's not a horse. Like ponies are very silly looking creatures.
Is it?
I think they're their own. What is?
Well, let's not. I mean, I think let's leave the mystery.
Okay, well, I just want to know. I'll read this. I'll read this.
Well, this is Hope
later.
Pastures who says we
God.
rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome horses, ponies, and donkeys. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's a third thing.
God, pony. Now I'm just Google image. Ponies are so funny looking. They're such little guys.
Well, I mean, I appreciate this.
Oh, look at them. Oh.
I do. I will say I feel like you've gone a little bit off topic here, to be honest. But
no, I just wanted to contextualize, what it was that Ian was singing about. I'm sorry if you feel like I tread on your territory. I seed the floor.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. Well, I guess if you're going to be the one who goes off topic, then I'm going to be the one who goes back on topic. Because the thing I'd like to show you is...
Freaky Friday!
Something called GFY Productions. I think that means go fuck yourself. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty punk.
This fellow's name on YouTube is Musical Seizure Guy. And this is Birthday Pony, Fugazi, winky face emoji. That's what this video is called.
Hello.
He's in a room packed to the brim. We've got Fallout art, like the game Fallout. There's Funko Pops.
Yeah.
There's Mega Man action figures. There's Kid Robot toys. There's just about anything you could imagine. A Blu-ray collection, a Dr. Pepper shirt. The wall is painted green screen color, but presumably just because he thought it looked dope. I mean, it's all here, really. So this is Musical Seizure Guy.
Hello, everybody. Greg here.
It's Greg.
God, my lighting thing is so lame. I gotta What's this about? Also, real quick, sorry in advance if there's any noise. They're doing something out in the yard.
That's okay.
But,
Yeah, chill, Greg. It's cool.
You're doing great so
Oh,
far.
I think Greg might be a little. He might be a little high.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some.
There's more green in this room than what I'm wearing, if you know what I mean.
Well, he's not wearing any green at all.
All right.
So what?
Than what I'm wearing, than what's on my walls.
Oh, okay, I understand. now.
Sometimes I don't say the right thing.
It's
So
okay.
what's this video
I'm
about?
sorry,
Must
Greg.
admit it.
I'm sorry.
Is this guy like our age?
Birthday
That's what I always
Pony.
kinda wondered about.
By
Yeah,
Fugazi.
he must be.
Yes. This is on their Red Medicine album. It's pretty short.
I think he might
it's only
be
a couple minutes
Canadian
long.
too.
It starts with almost 40 or about 40
I'm
seconds
gonna
of
check.
just noise.
About.
But hey, some songs start like that where it's just noise and
Yeah,
then
he
it kicks
skipped
into
the
a song.
noise.
He had it
Oh,
queued up.
excuse me. So why do I like it? I like the jam. Duh. I mean, to me, Fugazi's awesome. It's a great rock. It's a great alternative rock. Yeah, they might sound punkish, the voice, but the way they jam isn't quite 100% punk. They do more
really,
of like songs and rhythms
What's
and
it
like
called when you talk
ups
with your
and
hands?
downs and it's not just a
Italian.
really fast.
Sorry, what? Did you say?
Italian.
It's really Italianing. For the
Song,
camera.
it's a little bit more intricate than punk. Not that I'm not trying to say punk is lame. Hey, I like some punk.
I love this guy. I absolutely.
Also
One of my
realized
best
in his
friends calls
About
me a
channel,
punk.
he
In America,
talks
that's a
about
bad thing,
music,
but I've never said
epilepsy, and
anything.
random stuff. So like,
Is this
he's
still
not
too
being
loud? I'm
funny
sorry
with the
if it is.
seizure thing. I think that's part of what he vlogs
That's
about.
so sick.
So the main part that I like about
I
this
love
song
musical
This
theater
guy's-
guy.
This
Yeah.
guy's vibe fucking
is
rock.
some lyrics that he says
So
towards the end.
sick.
Man, do not
Blow.
judge a book by its cover.
He says something like,
Or
I
do.
needed
I mean,
something
I was
to
saying all
do,
these things in a good way.
so
This looks
I
like a
split it
man who
into
just
two,
knows what he likes and
but now
puts
the
it all
pattern
up in his
takes
room.
hold, and I find I'm losing control.
It has 24 views.
It just keeps reminding me of my
Terabytes
friend or
Thinker
old
314,
friend,
bro.
whatever. That's
Never
all
heard of
my
that band.
bad.
Learn something new every
He
day, I
didn't do anything
guess.
wrong, that's for sure.
Sorry, I was talking over him. I think he's opening up about about a lost friend that reminded me.
Yeah, and I realized I had this thing up really high, and I was like, oh, I don't know what you're saying, because I'm actually really absorbed by musical seizure guy.
He's really good. This has 24 views. It's from 2019. Terabytes Thinker 314 says, "Never heard of that band. Learn something new every day, I guess. Thanks for sharing. Well, you keep listening to your music and take care. Peace. Thank you very much. Wish you the best." Replies Musical Caesar. And then Halcyon Show writes, "My man, you keep kicking ass, buddy." I mean, it's just like a real positive place all around. I'm gonna throw a like on this at the pod account, but I love Musical Caesar guy. Let's hear what he's saying about the lyrics, because I was talking over it.
There's some lyrics that he says towards the end. He says something like, I needed something to do, and so I split it into two, but now the pattern takes hold, and I find I'm losing control. It just keeps reminding me of my friend, or the old friend, whatever. That's all my bad. He didn't do anything wrong, that's for sure. Back in the days that we would, that he'd let me live with him, stay where he was living. After a while, after a few weeks, I would just break down and start sleeping every day. I would stop going to work, and I'd stop pitching in. I would get really bad and pretty much ruin the experience, the event. It's a great fucking album, though. It really is. It's a great fucking album.
There was a
All
cut
of their
there.
albums
He
are
knows.
great. Some of them
He
are
knows how
more-
much to
a little
share
bit
without
more
oversharing.
emotional. Some of them, most of them, are rocking. I would really suggest any Fugazi. I have all their albums that I know of, so not your thing now. I fucking love their lyrics too.
I
This
like
is
the idea
great.
of I have all their albums that I know of.
Yeah, like he's not even.
It really is.
He's
Like,
literally.
you're so used to every
my
YouTube guy
fucking
is
style.
like
I love
Fugazi's
this
second
band.
album is considered by
Great
many
band.
to be, you know what I
You're-
mean? This
you're
guy being
actually,
like,
like-
I got all the ones I think I've heard of, like they have at the store, and they're fucking sick.
That's the thing. Like you said, don't judge
This
a book.
guy's the
but
antidote, man.
don't judge a book by the cover. As if might have seemed like I was judging him for his sick toy collection. The fact of the matter is, yeah, you might see this room and think, oh, this guy's a nerd. to say I have all their albums that I know of is proof he's not a nerd. He's so cool.
Yeah. This
Man,
guy just likes cool shit.
you get the pod seal of approval.
Absolutely.
Musical seizure guy. We love you. Gonna revisit your channel. Absolutely. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for sharing this and opening up about your friend and what happened there. And this really does seal the deal for Birthday Pony for me, being a good song. But let's keep going.
I think so.
Let's keep going on this journey. So I wanted to show you a few other bands and songs. Well, let's start with bands. So there's quite a few bands called Birthday Pony. One of them seems to be folk punk or something. Now, this one is really musically very sick, and this is from 2010. This is a band called Birthday Pony. The song title, they're doing kind of a, post-Hella, post-lightning bolt kind of sound of like just noodling, maybe Oxes, I think we talked about recently, or one of those kind of bands. I can't remember. There's a few other names that are escaping me because it's been so long, but it's kind of that kind of music, and they're similarly doing sort of the white belt long song titles. This song title has aged so poorly. The song is called "Oh Capitalism, You Silly Goose" with an exclamation mark. So that's very upsetting to me, but they're cooking.
Okay, but this is fucking sick. Reminds me of that band At a Decent Shame.
There should be some bands like this again. This is noodling away.
Because like I went to another New Friends Screamo show this weekend.
Oh my God, Scramsy is here. Scram Sutherland.
Yo, Scram Sutherland has logged on. Just like really loving that shit is back. Like truly, it's just great. Music is great.
But there's no one like
CD,
riffing this hard, is there?
No, that's what I mean. I mean like, so like, there's like a Mississauga basement thing that is back. But I want like this to come back.
Yeah.
Because I never saw I was really like in Decent what happened was I've seen a lot of like really mediocre screamo things.
Yeah. So that's
Great.
Oh, I mean, I just wish the song wasn't called "Oh Capitalism, comma You Silly Goose!" exclamation mark. I just, that.
Well, it looks like there's two songs here, so there's they bleed "Oh Capitalism, You Silly Goose" into their other song Emily Dickinson. So
it's real.
it's a vibe.
Real.
It's a
I
vibe.
just read some books for the first time. Energy going on here. So let's move on to this band that I think the account is called Michigan Dog Man. But I don't know what I think the band is called something else. I think the band is called Ugly Cherries. And I thought this might have been a cover, but I don't think it is. This is a song called Birthday Pony.
Real fast.
Okay.
It has a similar kind of rockin' energy, though.
Yes.
Why is it so loud, also? I have the volume, like, all the way down.
Yeah, it's turned down pretty full over here.
Oh,
yeah.
Just wanna eat some chocolate cake.
Hell yeah.
I don't care if you think I'm lazy. I'm gonna do what I want. It's my birthday. I'm gonna do what I want. It's my birthday.
I don't think is this a cover?
I think so, yeah. These are the lyrics to the song.
It kind of sounds like La Tigra, but like accidental La Tigra. It sounds like a 7-year-old child accidentally started La Tigra to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was great. Well, how did it open again? What was it? It was like, "Let's go, girls." What's
Real fast.
Real fast.
Was she saying real fast or real sass?
I think she's.
Real fast.
Oh, that's kind of like the what's that thing? What's the audio version of The Dress again? It's like helicopter.
Laurel
Yanny.
Real fast.
I think she's saying real fast, but you think she's saying real sass? Could be.
There's no T at the end there. Real fast?
Real
fast.
Maybe it's real.
I can't slow it down, unfortunately. Okay, this band is called Beauty Queen Autopsy. Just awful vibes all around. This is from their roughest cuts and demos. But I still think that both of these songs,
Yeah, don't like this look.
both of these bands have a really annoying sound that fits in with the original Birthday Pony.
Ooh, this is cool.
So good to me. You be so good to me. I want you to be my birthday.
This feels like the soundtrack to like an '80s movie where they go to they have to track one of the people down.
They
and
go to
they're-
some bar where
They go to the bar. Yeah,
everyone's doing
and, like, this is-
interpretive dance to each other
Yeah.
in a sort of orgiastic, a loosely sexual way, but not really either. Kind of. Love it. This is Merry Go Round with their Birthday Pony. This is the Merry Go Round edit of Birthday Pony. This is HYSH ? HYSH is the name of the artist. This one's cool. I thought this would just be a nice palate cleanser after.
Cool art. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is a 7-minute track. You know, it's just kind of you could do some real minimal graphic design to this shit. You know, just really clean up those lines, get that kerning right. So that's that one, and then this is uploaded by the Yellow King 1. This is the band Thulsa Doom. The art is Bill Clinton doing the I love you horns, saying she fucks me. Yeah. This is just very rough stuff.
Very Fu Manchu.
Yeah, maybe that's what kind of Thulsa Doom. It's a fictional character from Conan the Barbarian.
Is this going to be like a real stanky Birthday Pony cover? That would be.
It kind of seems like it. Don't they all kind of seem like they could be?
They
from
absolutely
Norway.
could be reinterpretations.
Ooh.
I feel like this band loves Danko Jones. Oh yeah!
It's really just such a cursed phrase. I don't want your pool table. I don't want your lightsaber. I want your birthday pony. Oh yeah. For a second, Watch Together froze, so I couldn't scroll up to pause it, and I thought I was going to be trapped to hear the whole song. Very upsetting.
I wouldn't have been. I didn't feel trapped.
I
feel
want
trapped
your
now.
racetrack. Here's another palate cleanser. This is Nyreek, NLS018. You know, when the most prominent thing on the artwork is the catalog code, that's not how you know it's some sick, pretentious techno shit.
Yeah.
This is 3 a.m. Birthday Pony, the original mix, not any sort of alternate mix.
I'm gonna start listening to music like this.
You should. It's so good.
I wouldn't even know where to start. That's the problem.
Put on music like this, and then all of a sudden you'll start looking at jound sneakers, and they'll make sense to you.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of things are gonna click.
Exactly, it'll all happen. Your glasses will either get tinier or larger. So that's enough of that. Let's try to get a little bit closer to the idea of Birthday Pony, and so quite a few people have thought to combine Genuine's Pony with Jeremy's birthday sex. So here's the Loudtronics.me version.
I was hoping it was just gonna be like the birthday song.
That would be so much better.
Happy birthday to you.
I don't know why we have to think of every idea, but there should be like a podcast about fake birthday songs from movies before it went public domain.
That's a good idea. Fuck, that's a really good idea.
This is kind of a less popular version. The one that's been uploaded most is a little bit more nightcore. This is Birthday Sex X Pony.
That was awesome.
This one I think is better though.
You know, I don't want to hear this song Nightcore.
You don't. You like
It's
the
a
better
rare
before.
situation. I want the my body craves the full sound of the
Sam likes it slow.
Something about
sometimes.
this is like deeply dissatisfying.
Okay, well then let's move on. Another theme about kind of
No disrespect to the creator of this mix. I think it is.
No, well, yeah,
not,
and it's hard.
It is not for me.
We actually don't even know who created it because it's been uploaded so many times. This seems to be
Well,
the
maybe they're
one
listening.
that's passed around. But up next is okay. Well, let's get back on theme of birthdays and ponies. This is the birthday song, and in brackets, or parentheses, which is kind of this week's all about parentheticals. It says "I Want a Pony." This is by Quinn McHugh, week 1. So maybe this is some kind of song. I don't really know what this is. The artwork says "White Girl Problem."
It's a special day, I'm gonna get carried away, 'cause this day comes just once a year. Well, it's the day of my birth, come on, show me what I'm worth. Let's kick this party
Casey
into gear.
Bare Knuckle.
And give me something to remember, that gift that can't be me. Something I'll
The lyrics are on SoundCloud here. I hate this so much, but also partly because it kind of sounds like the Black Lips.
Yeah, this is kind of awesome.
I want a pony, I'll name him Tony, hanging on the front porch, eating cheese and macaroni. Want a pony that's no baloney. Don't care if it's big and strong or undersized and bony. Want a pony, he'll be my crony. Always be together, we won't ever be alone. Want a pony, jump for joyoni. He will play the tuba. I will play trombone. So let's get into some birthday stuff, real quick. We'll just see a couple of these. This is Popcorn's birthday party, and I did to stay on topic. I stuck with videos that said birthday pony. I didn't. That last one was kind of an
Not pony
outlier.
birthday. Yeah,
It's
okay.
birthday pony. Okay, so this is a 23-minute video about Harlow and Popcorn the pony. Oh, she fell.
I'll be honest. Like this,
Whoa!
I like the pony's outfit, but these ponies look too much like horses to me.
Yeah.
I want a donkey pony. Like this is
Are
just
are
looks
those
like
called
a
like
horse to me, and the
toy
kid's small.
ponies or something? Maybe this kid is so small that it's a. Maybe this kid is so small.
Hi guys, I'm Harlow. Welcome
Harlow.
back to my YouTube channel.
Hello,
and in
I'm
today's
Harlow.
video, we have the most exciting vlog
I didn't notice how
ever.
hard panned
Basically,
this was
it is
earlier.
Popcorn's birthday, and
See, I feel like the panning
wow,
has been,
we have got
you
so
know,
many exciting things
we're
planned today,
popular
haven't we,
panners.
Lexi? Oh, also, if you don't know
Thought
Lexi,
it's
she is
baby.
my very, very nice
audio.
cousin.
Oh, she's got her cousin
and her
here.
name is Lexi. And she is
Harlow and
going to be
Lexi.
helping me set up today because there is a lot to do. Popcorn is 15 today and we're going to be throwing him an amazing pony party. It's probably going to be the best pony party in pony party history. So I think we should get
There's
started.
something like
Hey, Popcorn!
unspeakably
Yes, it's
Britishly
your birthday.
posh about
So here is
like,
the
these-
birthday boy.
like
And
young
well, Popcorn
women
is going to be
vlogging
15
about a
today, so I
pony
want to make
birthday.
it as special as possible.
In these posh
It's also his
accents.
first birthday ever with me.
Also, because she's.
You're being very licky now. You're getting
You're being-
slobber all over
being
me.
very
But
licky
it's your
now.
birthday, so I'll let you. I
She's
hope
very,
you liked
like, media
balloons
ready,
because
actually.
there are going to be many
Yeah.
presents.
Oh, the
Yes.
audio fixes later
What
on.
Popcorn? So we're going to
her
go
dress matches
with
the wrapping
one that's
paper
on
for-
top. Look at
She's
this
literally
Popcorn.
opening presents
This is for
Popcorn
you.
the pony.
Oh, Popcorn is here.
Popcorn's leaving. Popcorn's not
Popcorn's
interested in the.
Look, come over here, Popcorn. Look. Right, you're gonna miss out on all the fun.
Kid is a
Oh my
natural.
gosh, Popcorn. It's something for me and you to wear.
Oh,
Look,
maybe she
you're gonna
doesn't
wear
also know what the
these.
presents are, hopefully. Or she's.
And then you've got
Her
a
acting
lovely,
ability is
lovely
terrifying.
head collar. Look at this. Should we try this on you? Look at this beautiful head collar. from Lemieux.
This beautiful
Oh
head
my
dollar
gosh, you
from
look so good in
Lemieux.
black.
This has almost a
Red.
million views.
I know he looks good in black because
comments
he's got
are
a
turned
lovely
off.
black and grey head collar. But I never thought that red would be his colour. He looks amazing in it. Look, Popcorn, you've got a brand new head collar.
I agree. Popcorn's color is red. I never would have thought it either. When I saw Popcorn earlier, I did not think that Popcorn's color was red. But you know what? I'm learning so much today about myself and Popcorn, the horse.
Well, perhaps unsurprised. Wait, did you already point this out that it's Popcorn and Harlow of the White family?
No.
That's
I mean,
the
I
channel
noticed that
name,
they
yeah.
were white, but this is called Birthday Pony. This is from Official Daily Deposits, and I don't really understand what this is at all. So let's check this out.
We are back with daily deposits, fresh perspective, 2 minutes at a time. The deposit for today, the birthday pony. You know, when you are a
Is it like
child,
deposit of wisdom?
you make
think so.
these crazy requests, right? It's my birthday. I want a pony. Okay. And we don't care, right? Because we just put the wish list out there. But when that pony shows up, what we never think about as a child is that pony needs a stable. And that pony needs a saddle, and it needs to be brushed, and it has to be washed. It needs to have food. It has vet bills. All
facts,
this
vet
stuff
bills,
comes with the pony, which is the reason why parents aren't rushing out to buy them for us, right? Because they understand that you got to pay full price. Outside of that pony, there are other costs. Push that into just the way we live every single day of our life. The same type of thing happens. We sometimes, we push for some amazing things. And by no means am I telling you not to dream, not to push, not to go after new things.
Not to dream.
Go after it.
Of course not.
What I am saying, though,
My daily
is
deposit
do your
would never.
research. Count up the costs. Understand you're going to have to pay full price for whatever that item is. That means beyond the item, there are some other things that must be done for that item to be sustained. And you've got to count up the full cost of what it is you're getting yourself into. So not saying that you cannot have what you want.
Yeah.
We're just saying make sure you can afford what you're asking for. Because just like that pony, there are a lot of other things to consider outside of just the animal itself. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our next daily deposit. Count up the cost. Go after your dreams when you know you can really afford to do it.
You know what I normally hate about these videos is they say, oh, it's a 2-minute thing. And then it's always like the video was 2 minutes and 8 seconds. But the person behind the Daily Deposits account, the intro was precisely 8 seconds. That was exactly 2 minutes of deposit. So it's a very, very time-sensitive deposit that we just received into ourselves right now. So came quick.
Yeah. No, I feel.
So this is uploaded by Bleep Cookies. This is Happy Birthday Pony, Love Panda. And this is some great sort of MySpace era.
Oh, wow.
So it's Just Dance. There's some kids with flat iron hair dancing around. I love the idea of being named Pony. You know, we saw that lactating cartoon character earlier. There's a few other people named Pony that we're going to get to meet here, so...
Oh, yeah, even like looking for it on Twitter, I feel like a lot of people have the nickname Pony.
It's so
A
cool.
lot of various ponies having their birthdays wished upon.
So this is just a sped up, very colorful dancing to Just Dance by Lady Gaga. So let's move on. This is called Birthday Pony.
This appears to be sort of a animated, maybe more amateur, but in the style of My Little Pony.
They kiss. Oh, okay, so the ponies kiss, and then the person...
What? Oh, it was just a dream.
Wow,
really
the ponies
good.
kissed.
The ponies
then-
kissed, and then it cuts to black and white, and it was actually just the main character was just kissing their pony doll in his dream. And did you notice the song in the background was, of course, our friend
Birthday
Owl
Pony.
City.
Oh wow! Well, but then the pony doll winked, implying that maybe they really.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't just in his head. they were dreaming on the side of the plane.
Wait, what? Oh, it was just a dream.
What did he say? Just it's ringing? What's he saying? Hold on.
No, what? Yeah, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, it was just a dream.
It was just a dream.
Oh, okay.
That was great. It was Graph's. Kind of messed up on Graph's pony face. Whoops! I thought Graph's pony face was
Graph's
good.
pony face looked great. Yeah.
So I thought that was quite good. Birthday pony video.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, I'll share the notes for all these if you want to watch along with us on Discord. This is called Birthday Pony.
Sort of like a iMovie style introduction.
Think back on all your birthdays. Now tell me, what was the best gift you've ever received?
Quite a lot of background noise to be cutting out the audio like that, but.
Well, mine would have to be my pony Popcorn.
Well, another pony named
What?
Popcorn. There's
My
no
grandma
way it's
Aggie
the
gave
same
him
person.
to me on my 10th birthday. But do you want to know the cool part? It was his 10th birthday too.
That's probably. How long do ponies live? That's. Oh, Popcorn is a 10-year-old.
Is a 10-year-old pony fool.
Fool. It's had fool. It's
Oh.
Oh, and
Have
by
some
the way,
respect.
my name is Jane.
Pony fool.
And Popcorn lives here on Grandma Aggie's farm.
Is this like a reading of a story, or is this true? Are we actually
Is this
listening?
about the
He also
YouTuber?
lives here with his mom, Sweet Pea. But this was when Popcorn was just a baby. He's full grown now and
There's
always
no
seems to
information
get
on
his
this
way.
video.
I feel like this is.
And somehow this wait.
Popcorn is obviously like a YouTube famous. pony.
Grandma Aggie thought Popcorn and I were a good match because we're both young and
This
we
user-
both like
this
to
from
go
2013,
fast.
okay? This user, RenfroJ13, 1 month later,
Every day, I would start by putting Popcorn's saddle on him.
released
Talk
a
about a
video
tough
with
job.
the exact same title that's almost the same length. Do you think this is the same thing? The exact... Did they do
Yeah.
the same...
Think
Why is it... No, the text is slightly different. Jane still calls him a pony.
So-
Oh, and by the way, my name is Jane, and Popcorn lives here on Grandma Aggie's farm.
Do you think she just changed the
So
titles
it's-
slightly?
Yeah.
He also lives
This one's
here
5
with his
seconds
mom,
longer.
Sweet Pea. But this was when Popcorn was just a baby. He's full grown.
But also, this Popcorn is not a. So Popcorn is just a horse. She's just calling it a pony, like a.
Have you
like a
learned? So
puppy.
did you figure out which is which? Does it
I
matter?
stopped. I decided I kind of didn't want to know.
Yeah, it's better
seems
not-
Really
it's
complicated,
more fun
and
to
I
just
I
kind of-
don't really care.
Okay, well, let's get into some more birthday ponies. This is Jeff Long's video, a GoPro of Kirby's birthday pony rides around the neighborhood. This is some really shitty GoPro footage. Unfortunately, a lot of these birthday pony days are incredibly rainy. I mean, the idea of it is so nice, and this looks just so depressing.
What do you guys think of the pony?
Cool.
Awesome, Dad, but never go like this while holding a poncho. It kind of sounds like the thing that's used to scare off.
Stop talking about the poncho, kid. It's about the pony.
Really?
I learned that the hard way.
I really loved your transition there. Like, okay, well, let's watch some more birthday ponies.
I got a lot to get through. I'm gonna be honest. with
Okay,
you.
I believe that. Yeah.
Don't scare the pony.
There's some great stuff coming up, though. I think to be honest with you, most of my notes just say birthday pony above each video, so I don't remember what any of them are. But
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I think this next
So
one.
is this just like this is just a weird fisheye video of a rainy street?
Well, no, it's a birthday. Read the title of the video, Sam.
Sorry.
GoPro Kirby's birthday pony rides.
Okay, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
What's the problem here?
What?
That was a good sound. That was worth it, I think.
Holy shit! Yeah.
That was a great pony sound. Okay,
He
here's
really popped out there.
this
yeah.
is from Ebola Sandwich. This is called Christina's Birthday Pony. This is another cartoon. Maybe this will be more entertaining for you if it loads.
When I grow up, I want a pony.
So this is like a.
I'm
still
gonna
photo,
ride
and
it
it's,
from
like, really
dusk
jankily
till
animated.
dawn.
I don't understand what's
Maybe this is self-aware. This might be a little bit self-aware, but this is for a birthday gift for Christina. The pony is running through some very scary CGI terrain.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'd be nervous if I was this pony.
So that's Christina's birthday pony. Here's Happy Birthday Pony. Now, I couldn't figure out which person in this video was named Pony. If it's the little boy. Mostly there's shots of a little boy. But then it starts showing the mom or grandma on her own sometimes. And I thought maybe if you were saying Happy Birthday Grandma, she'd want to see her grandkids in it. So, like, see, do you think she's Pony or the...
Maybe we're all ponies, you know?
Maybe we're all birthday pony. Also, 38-second video. The photos have repeated so many. Have some respect for us. You knew we were going to watch this.
Yeah, have some respect. You show us the same respect that we show ourselves.
Yeah, and our listeners. Like with this video from the Schleich people, the birthday pony part 1. This is one of those...
Schleich people?
Maybe we could get me a horse for her birthday. What do you think?
That would be a good idea. I know she does have quite.
It's one of those great
already,
like sitcoms that a little kid makes with their toys.
But they are small horses. They're small ponies. So, they're all under 13 too. Maybe we should get her 14 too.
What's
B
the plot here?
is quite big, but
I think they're trying to decide what kind of pony to buy their daughter for her birthday.
My friend Lauren, she owns him.
Okay, yeah, I know Lawrence. He's nice. What age is he?
I think he's only 7 or 8.
Okay, that's good. She was looking for one with more spirit. Like, I know her...
Oh, wait, let me just read the text again.
Do you think these kids are
Let me
making
get
it
my
up as
phone.
they go along, or?
No, it seems like I feel like I had the sense that they planned this out.
There's a bit of a loose script, I think.
Okay,
how?
so
Right,
she
it's
said,
probably like curved.
he was actually
Yeah,
9 or
there might
10.
be.
Okay, well,
Honestly,
that's fine.
whoever's the
Her
DP, like
youngest twice
there's some
is
nice rule of
17.
thirds going on.
So they are all
It's
quite
definitely
old.
this looks like the
Yeah.
golden ratio to me.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay, maybe we should go.
Yeah, I'll see
is
you.
it like it looks like
text
you know
her.
these action figures work
and
on a
ask
dairy
her
farm,
when
but there's
we
also a
can. I'll
gigantic
get my phone.
frog in the
Bye,
background. Like I'm not quite sure about the
Oh, damn, I got
realism in
Oh,
this
what is
in this
bad?
video.
Well, kind of.
What did it say?
Now they're driving.
Well, she can't be there to give us king.
This is part 1, so I mean I don't know if you want to get invested. Check out the Schleich people.
Sounds quite. You're making it. I feel like you're making it extra hateful.
That's what it's called. This says Happy
Okay.
Birthday Pony. This is by Will Newsom. This is a stop motion thing. This
Ooh.
one's really cool, actually.
That classic sort of like really difficult like children's version of stop motion where like obviously you're accidentally moving the camera a little bit every time you hit start
Yeah.
to stop. So this is great though.
But this like has some like art school vibes too.
The night is
Yeah.
day.
So it's hard to
This
tell.
is what he sees.
Oh, that was so cool. The photos in the background. I mean, it's just Sam and I
Amazing.
watching a cool video together right now.
Yeah, this is just you and me watching a nice birthday pony art project.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move a couple of these around a bit because there is a theme coming up. This one is called My Son and His Birthday Pony by Jade's Hunter. And this, oh no, he can't play. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, my son's birthday pony was his drum kit, and he was just hitting his drums, and it was really cute, actually. So
You could just watch it like and just describe it a little bit more. if
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
well, why don't I just paste you the link, and then you can watch it too, and then we can just, then you won't feel left behind. But this is my son and his birthday pony. First rhythm on the new drum set, it says.
Okay.
It's so cute.
Oh, this is great.
He's all excited.
Yeah.
Probably need to be tuned a little bit, but I don't
When
think...
Oma calls, he's got to play for...
So cute.
Oh, those are some good rhythms. Those are some top birthday rhythms.
That was
for
worth
sure.
it, I think, right? Like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, let me see here. What's next? This is called Bridges Equestrian Pony Birthday Party. So I did break my own rule again in this one, but it's because there's some kind of like emo song or something playing in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I was hoping this was just going to be like an actual instrument.
I wonder if anyone can ID this track.
That tongue.
This is an actual ad for Bridges Equestrian. Like Monine vibes. Later Monine vibes.
Yeah, it's real. That's not late. I mean, I guess it's like real late Medine vibes. That's fine. It's really bothering me that I can't figure out this song from the like whatever lyrics.
I know. I was like trying to figure out if I could Shazam it, but if I take my headphones off, it's gonna fuck everything up so badly.
Yeah, you can't.
Everything's
Yeah, like I don't think it's Miley Cyrus. Oh, could that be a Rocket to the Moon?
Oh yeah, probably. Maybe.
Is that
a
feels
band?
like? Yeah. Talk to me, I'm torn. Tell me if I'm right. Yeah. So that is
Oh
is a
yeah, I
Rocket
can
to
tell
the
just by
Moon
what these
with
guys look like.
If they only knew. Wow.
A rocket to the moon.
Yeah. Don't man. When you're starting your
For
band
some
with,
reason, they have a
doing
page
something
on
right.
lessthanjake.fandom.com. Why? Why are they on
Probably just
the
'cause
less
they're
than
big less than Jake fans.
fandom wiki? Maybe one of them is like one of their kids or something.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, sorry, that was a brief off-topic thing. Let's get into the real birthday pony. So this is what I'm excited to show you about. I'm excited to show you about something that I've learned. I'm going to actually make a little playlist here. Something I've learned is a birthday pony. And it was, of course, I'm trying to keep the dream alive. But last month was my birthday month. And I did go to a very bougie pasta spot with some friends, with Matt and Kristen and my wife, Sarah, for my birthday. And it was wonderful. And it was a bougie restaurant, but they did tell the waiter that it was my birthday and made him sing to me. And you could tell he was so
Amazing.
uncomfortable. But then everyone else in the restaurant started doing it too. So it was kind of like, it was the feeling of, we're singing in a restaurant, it's funny, and it's like, it's incongruous with how bougie this place is. But I really do wish, have you ever had, them bring out the sparklers and, all the staff doing some sort of clapping stupid song and all that shit? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's about to me, that's the point of having if you're gonna leave your house for your birthday, there's got to be sparklers.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't get to experience that, and I've certainly never gotten to experience this. So this is seems to be a theme at some very sparsely attended family restaurants in the States. This is the birthday pony ride. So I'm going to show you a few people really nailing it with the birthday pony ride. They seem to bring out a pony and then encourage the person to ride around the restaurant to celebrate.
Oh, wow, yes.
I think it's a little joke that it's her 25th birthday.
Yeah, I love to be at a restaurant when this stuff's happening.
It says,
I will
let's
get
get
so into
cracking.
someone's birthday.
Yeah, they sing, they do the clapping song, and then she rides the horse. She's she's a good sport. I think she's a good sport about it. This fella, also good sport. This is another birthday pony ride.
Oh, wow, same restaurant?
I can't tell. I guess maybe it is because they're wearing peace. Yeah, the peace sign.
Right now, it's raining a zebra or whatever that is.
Okay, when
Yeah,
I
it's
say
like a
you're gonna
hobby horse.
say yippee-ki-yay.
You can bring your mason jar if you want.
But why is there no one here? Are they having seems like it's like, is it like 3 p.m. or something?
Yeah, you got to be off peak hours now.
Here is turning, or just turned 21. And his friends think he's the biggest, baddest cowboy in town. So he's going to show off his riding skills while we sing happy birthday.
So you have to show off your riding skills.
Happy birthday to you.
Maybe it's a different. They're doing it.
Birthday.
They're singing the actual
slow
song.
birthday song.
Birthday, dear Brandon.
He's really committing. He's kind of galloping around. He's
Maybe
singing.
between the two videos, the birthday song became public domain, and so they were allowed to leave. But I like the fast clapping, insane.
And we
birthday
get it.
song.
I don't need them to fucking sing that much.
Okay, well, now let me show you what happens when people really like. Those were kind of charming. Here's what Sid with a Y did. This is Sid's birthday pony. Yeehaw! Peace sign again. Different restaurant.
But again, completely seemingly different restaurant. Is this like a chain that we don't know about?
It must
The
be.
horses were different.
Well, here it goes, Crab Staff to make dreams come true. So as she gallops around the restaurant on her little pony.
Yeah, the horse is even it's a third kind of horse.
Birthday now.
And again, like the interior of this restaurant's completely different than the other ones.
Peace, love, and crab. It says on the shirt.
Her name is Cindy on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
There's no clapping this time.
This is so strange.
And the restaurant's empty again. Also, peace, love, and crab. That's what it says on the back.
Is this like peace, love, and crab?
Peace, love, and crab.
I don't know. Say peace, love, and crab cakes. How this is like really
Joe's
confusing.
okay. Well, this video says let's all go to Joe's Crab Shack to ride the pony, and I did just accidentally play it really loud when I opened it. So sorry, everyone. Okay, so that one was Joe's Crab Shack. The last.
Oh,
one,
this is a chain. This is an American chain.
Okay, well maybe it's what they do at Joe's Crab Shack, and that's what they'll have peace signs. So that Sid was pretty chill about it. It was actually, that one was more laid back. But this dad really sells it too much, I think. They're singing calmly. Everyone's just being calm, but look at this fucking dad. He knocks the camera over. He's knocked over a full pineapple, it looks like.
Oh, yes.
Selling it a little too hard. But they also do it at those were all at different locations of Joe's Crab Shack, but this is a Wolf River Rednecks. They'll also do this for Chuck's birthday. They gave him a pony as well.
Happy birthday.
So the band is called the Rednecks. It's a long-standing tradition that if you bring your birthday party to one of the Rednecks shows, we make you ride Leroy, the stick horse pony, on your birthday. Wolf River Redneck style. But he's kind of so that's not Joe's Crab Shack, but he's kind of just more touched the pony for a second and then started sort of sensually gyrating. But so, anyways, this is a kind of birthday pony that's out there. I wasn't sure if that was.
I think that's the one that we're talking. That's got to be what they were talking about. Does this make you? I mean, you've got to wait 11 months now till you can next ride the birthday.
I would
pony.
love to ride an actual birthday pony. That would make me so happy. Are you kidding me? I would absolutely
it looks
love
like
that.
Joe's Crab Shack went out of business. So I mean, I'm hoping you mean a literal pony.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe I got to try to introduce this
Also,
idea
some
to
troubling racism going on at Joe's Crab Shack too. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised to learn. I just want to make it clear that 155 does not endorse Joe's Crab Shack.
Just because there's obviously a terrible restaurant, but they did do some things right, which was the catchphrase "Peace, Love, and Crab," and also
it's sort of like their trains run on time, kind of.
Yeah, the birthday pony thing was incredible. I mean, great work on that one thing, at least.
Only yes, yeah. Credit where credit's due.
Okay, so
Beautiful
I got
paintings. The
just
Joe's Crab Shack.
Real quick, just a couple more things here. This is Baby Daddy Birthday Pony. So this is actually a freeform television show called Baby Daddy that has a clip called Birthday Pony, Daily and Birthday Pony Ride. But I've never seen this show, and I just
Oh my God,
is this what like cheap sitcoms look like now?
don't
This
make
looks
me
like it's
tell you
shot on an
guess.
iPhone.
Tucker Dobbs?
It's like that movie Tangerine.
Is this like an American show?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you. I did it! I did! I got the job. I'm going to Hollywood.
Congratulations!
So there's a girl in a heart pinata costume.
Finally! Look, I don't know
This
what's
is
going on,
definitely,
but
yeah,
there's
all
really no
filmed on a
excuse for you
gimbal.
being 2 hours late to your granddaughter's
Yeah.
birthday party.
My marriage is over.
Okay, I will accept that as an excuse. I have been
That
dumped,
acting was really
painted,
good.
and pummeled, and I still haven't seen Riley. I'm done, man. I'm going home.
Wait, what is this
neither of you are
actually?
going
What the
anywhere.
fuck are we watching here?
Nothing is going to
It's
stop
called
me from
Baby
taking my
Daddy.
daughter on a pony ride.
Week 10 clip.
Except for whatever the hell
Diley
that
and
is.
birthday pony ride.
Hey, Wheeler,
Freeform.
I give you your heart's desire. Oh, dude.
Wow,
I'm sorry.
this is a
I
real
just don't feel the same
show.
way.
This is a Disney
Riley?
ABC joint.
Danny, I am here to show you that no matter what, I will always, oh God, Tucker, help me, be here for you. There.
What is all this?
Also, it sounds like the audio is
Danny.
like peaking on it
I'm so
somehow.
sorry for taking you for granted and for being so selfish, and I just want you to know that
Get some more facts on this show.
you are literally everything to me. So if you want to go to Canada, I will go to Canada with you.
Go to Canada.
And if you want to stay here, I will stay here with you.
Do you want to go to Canada? I'll go to
Because
Canada.
we're together, we can figure anything out.
Where's the birthday
you.
pony? They mentioned it briefly. Whoa, kiss.
Okay, not 100% sure what that was all about. Now, can
Now,
someone
unfortunately,
please
you
watch
know,
this stupid
the
booth
show
so I
only
can
has
take my
32%
daughter
on
for a
Rotten
birthday
Tomatoes.
pony ride?
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Emma?
I talked over it.
Where the hell did she go? Emma!
Okay, I love this guy. Uh-oh.
Emma! No!
Well, they couldn't afford to actually get a pony, so it had to be off
Mm.
camera. But I actually
6
have.
seasons. They made 6 seasons of that show.
Wow.
100. There are 100 episodes of Baby
You should
Daddy.
watch it. That could be. See, that could be a podcast too.
That's
There's-
like, and guaranteed, Baby Daddy is like infinitely more popular than any TV show you and I like.
So
Like Baby Daddy is infinitely more influential than The Rehearsal.
It's true. It probably won like some kind of like Tuesday night Emmy that came out or something. Well, I was gonna play this one last.
The Tuesday night Emmys that are just like for the shows people actually watch.
So I was gonna play this one last, but I'm gonna switch the order. But this is the very last thing I found from searching just the phrase "birthday pony" in quotation marks on YouTube. And I'm so perplexed why this showed up. And I even tried searching it again. And I tried searching it on this channel as a phrase, and it showed me this video again. There's nothing about a birthday pony in this. This is Fair City Sneak Peek, Thursday, 15th of September, RTE, which is Ireland's National Public Service Media. So that's what this is called. This is a...
Get your kicks somewhere else, will you?
Listen, I'll make it really simple for you, right? You pay me what you owe me.
Must be a bit different, is it? Lying in bed all alone, wishing Dervla was there when she wants nothing to do with you.
I appreciate you letting me keep my job.
Well, don't get too full of yourself, Doug. Because remember, Ray's in charge. And he's part owner now. Because of you.
You're not back in a job. But I'll throw you the odd scrap to keep the hungry look off you while you clean up the mess you made. Gah!
Oh my God.
Everything you could ever want to happen, including an old man pushing a binder off a desk and having chest pains.
But he kind of like grabbed his tummy. Like it was really...
You're not back in a job. But I'll throw you the odd scrap to keep the hungry look off you while you clean up the mess you made. Gah!
like he just had like a bit of a stitch. Yeah.
So, I mean, do you know why that came up when I searched birthday pony?
You know what? Your guess is as good as mine, but I'm glad it did. I look forward to watching Fair City and seeing how.
What if we watched one
how
episode
that
of
tummy ache turns
every
out.
week? We watch one episode of Fair City and one episode of Baby Daddy and see which one was better.
Okay. That should be.
We'll call it
you know,
Daddy
I think-
City. Is the name of our new show. No, I do have a couple of like actual music ones I want to show you real quick. So this is a music one.
I hope it's just a birthday song for a fucking horse.
Well, it's called On a Steel Birthday Pony She Rides, and it's by Cliff McClough, and it's this.
Oh, Kimberly Kim, Kimberly, 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 Kimberly. Kimberly,
It's like I think he's trying to be like Paul Rudd, but
Kimberly,
it's so mortifying.
Kimberly, oh Kimberly, on a Kimberly, Kimberly,
okay over there?
she's a
This is
cowboy.
Most horrible. Like, I'm trying to figure out
On a
like
steel
who's the
horse,
Kimberly? Like who's on the receiving end of this?
she's a Kimberly.
I hope that it's his
Because
daughter.
it seems like it was directed at someone. Yeah, so like if it's your if you're like okay, so you're a dad, you're like on a work
birthday.
trip, you're away
so
from
much
home.
mouth
it's your
sounds
daughter.
in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but,
hope it's like
how
a
young
punishing
do you
dad.
have to be? Yeah, how young do you have to be to not just find this like horrifying, but also to want to hear your name sung to "Dead or Alive" like by Bon Jovi? Like who's that? Who's that age? You know?
Well,
that's what I'm.
I'm hoping my generous read of what Cliff McClough has done here is that he's trying to annoy his daughter Kimberly. I'm hoping. That's what I'm really hoping is that he's doing it to just really upset his daughter and make her cringe. But maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, he sings birthday songs to all kind. Maybe his thing is he sings annoying birthday songs. I don't know. I'm looking at his page and there's so many faces and mouths.
Yeah,
that he's
happy
doing.
birthday, Joanne. It's your birthday, Piznai. Auditions for Donkey. Happy birthday, Dick. Happy birthday to you, Stuart.
4 reasons.
So I feel like this is just like one of these guys that uploads like birthday. And he also a lot of Dead or Alive covers. Wanted Dead or Alive plus a little Kenny Rogers.
What's this? This video seems like it's some kind of like job audition. 4 reasons Vale Ventures should hire my grandnephew Cliff McClough.
4 reasons you should hire my very talented grandnephew. Hello, Vale Ventures, which is a very clever name, by the way. My name is Francine Simplement, and I find that cool.
We gotta move on, man. Keep looking at the channel. I gotta go away. The faces, it's not working for me.
All right, how about Fuck Acoustic with their Fugazi cover? The comments are also turned off on this video, by the way. This is an actual Fugazi cover.
Oh.
Acoustic. It's awful.
I mean, I appreciate that they seem fit to include just the vibe section.
I feel like the vibe section is like it's swagless skronking. It's like they haven't earned it.
Swagless skronking. I mean, yeah, I guess.
This is a birthday party. This is a birthday party. This is a birthday party.
Makes you miss Cliff.
This is a strange kind of rest because I feel like a guest.
No, I like it.
When I'm right here at home,
I think what I don't like is that I like it.
Well, the actual final thing I'm gonna play, I even like because it's the Seattle School of Rock, and this is really just a children's song, and these children.
So typically, played the right way, it sounds like a new metal song. Okay, but both the singer and the drummer appear to have birthday hats on, and one of the guitar players.
Little kid skronking is dope.
Well, these kids are having fun with it.
See, this is not swagless skronking.
No, this is swagful. Yo. So the singer kid just jumping, got that Chili Pepper shirt on.
They're rocking it. Whoa! Everyone comes out. Oh, we watched this School of Rock another time because that teacher with the Pennywise shirt, or old student maybe.
Right? Yeah, we weren't sure. So just a whole lot of kids with birthday hats on, and many of them also have backing vocal microphones.
Okay, I'm turning it down so we can do some final thoughts on this song. You know what? I don't know. I like that I've experienced a little bit of that classic ego death from digging too deep on something that I didn't particularly care for before. So I feel lost and confused and pretty good about it. How about you?
You know, I'm just really excited to like lay in bed tonight and look at pictures of ponies until I fall asleep. And like just knowing that that's like 100% where my night's gonna end up, I'm like, the pod is great. Thank you, Fugazi.
I'm very excited to welcome to the show Sam, who you may know from Pony, or you may know from My Little Pony, and you will now know from the Birthday Pony episode of 155. What's up, Sam? Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, how you doing? What's new today?
Not too much. Just kind of my day off, just sweeping around the house.
That's good. That's great. Well,
what about you?
Well, the thing is, like, we don't usually do guest spots so close to when the episode comes out, so I thought we could be topical, and so that's good. Now we know, if you're listening to this right when it comes out, you know that Sam has just swept the house, which is pretty great. Yeah,
thoroughly.
I haven't swept in a while. I really need to. It's at the point where I just have to wear sandals in the house all the time. Cause
yeah.
You have to choose a path, really.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to rub your feet together before you get into bed. That's when you know,
I know, exactly.
you got to sweep tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, sweeping to me makes me think of a stable, and I'm feeling a little stable right now because I'm so excited to have. I don't know. You kind of mentioned to me that you're not even really a pony expert. Can you at least tell us what a pony is? Because we've been trying to figure that out all night, all day. What is a pony? Not a horse or a donkey? It's a third thing.
See, as far as I was aware, I thought a pony was just a baby horse. Oh, yeah, but I guess that would be a foal, right?
Well, yeah, and then we've just watched a whole bunch of videos of ponies, and it mentioned a pony foal. But I'm starting to wonder if maybe people don't know what they're talking about. Like, not everyone is maybe an equestrian expert when they're uploading horsey vids online,
I feel like I should truly know this.
It's almost better that you don't, though, really.
Because to me, like, when people they're like, why did you call the band Pony? I'm just like, pony to me is like a state of being. It's like, you can be pony. Like, I'm pony, like.
Right.
You're just like, you love pink, you love glitter. That's like, to me, that's pony.
It's really, that's weird too, even, because pony also has such nu metal connotations with Deftones and then the shoes, those pony shoes that were around for a while. It could mean all kinds of things. But so for you, pony is kind of, is it Lisa Frank a little bit?
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. And also just like, every kid is like, I want a pony for my birthday. Like, what are you asking for your birthday this year? It's like, oh, I want a pony. Everyone, So, it's like a universal feeling.
All right, you went there. So let's go there. So I gave you the option whether or not you want to listen to this song, which I thought I hated before this week. I'm kind of on the fence now. Did you listen? If you didn't, that's almost even better. It's no problem. Where are you at with it?
Yeah, so Maddie played it for me this morning in the kitchen. While I was sweeping, I was listening to it. And at first I was like, oh yeah, this stinks. Like, this stinks. And you were right, because you told me that it was a smelly song.
Yeah.
But then as it went on, I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I could see people turning up to this. Like, easy,
So what, okay, tell me, let's go into the minutia of that journey. So was it the noisy bit that you hated at first, or was it like the stupid, like, boo, bee, 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 like the dumb riff?
Yeah.
Or what,
I was kind of, the beginning, I was like, this is too cerebral. I'm like I like pop music. I like simple. I have a simple mind. So I like, really basic things. I was like, this is already too artsy.
Mm-hmm.
but then like as the song progressed and it got like, the birthday pony and there's like the drums and the drums sound good. I was like, wow, these sound great. And then there's, the vocals and guitars, which, a lot of songs have those elements. So it became more familiar to me as I was listening. I was like, oh, I recognize these sounds.
I think you're being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, and yet you've just done a far better analysis of the music than we've done in the last 2 hours of this episode. So that's great. Yeah, I agree, though. There's some rockin' parts to it. And I remember hating it when I was a teenager, but there's some absolute rockin' parts. Now, do you have any relationship with the music of Fugazi at all?
No. So none whatsoever, except that I used to hang out with this guy in Toronto, like sort of romantically, and he was a bad guy, and he loved this band, so it made me think that this band was a band of bad guys.
Oh, okay, interesting. I think I'm sort of from my own privileged head in the sand existence, starting to piece together this narrative, hearing about similar things from people the last 2 months, and I feel like almost Fugazi is a band of such not bad guys that bad guys really glean onto them as sort of I'm a good guy too because I like all these good guys.
Like a scapegoat.
Yeah, or like a good pass, like not a hood pass, but a good pass, maybe.
That makes a lot of sense, because the guy in question, the bad guy in question, was like one of those guys who's like, I love feminism and I'll stand up for any woman except for the one I'm dating. And in that case, I'll just treat her really bad. And you're like, oh, great, you're one of those guys who's like an online feminist,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You're like, I love Fugazi so much and feminism.
Yeah, and how everything. What do you think about? I mean, you must know the Fugazi thing of like making the shows $5. Everyone, that's,
right?
That's
yes,
like the thing.
Everyone knows that.
How do you feel about that? Because I have my own thing, my own realizations about that too. But I'm curious about your thoughts.
I think that like if you can do that, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. I think.
But you can't. But you can't do that because then no one gets paid. Like how? Like I feel like that's the epitome. I feel like Gen Xers misinterpreted that and thought, oh yeah, we just won't pay anyone and we'll make everyone do it for passion.
Oh my God, yeah, you're so right. And like now, people are like, come play this festival 3 hours away, and you can get paid $150 to split between the four of you. How's that sound? You're like, oh, cool.
DIY,
thanks.
pretty DIY. So. What do you think this song is about?
Oh, my gosh. I think that when I think of like a birthday pony, in my own mind, I'm thinking like aspirational hopes, dreams, unattainable goals, just wishful thinking. It's like you ask for it every year. Mom and Dad, I want my birthday pony, birthday pony, birthday pony. But you're never going to get it. It's kind of like just like manifesting the life and the world that you want to see. But you're not too hopeful.
Interesting. Oh, my God. Again, just incredible analysis that we've took a long time. I think we're we love talking about ourselves too much, maybe, is why we don't arrive at these conclusions so succinctly. Okay, yeah, I think that kind of makes sense.
I mean, I don't know about if that's true or not because I really listened. I was busy while I was listening to the song.
Yeah, I think it seems like it could be something about that. I think some people interpret it as the rest of the lyrics are kind of like he has a double life. Like there's the tour Ian and then there's the home Ian, and neither of them really feel quite right. And so maybe I was thinking his birthday pony was like being in a successful full-time band, but then it ended up. Then we watched some like motivational video called Birthday Pony where a guy was saying that if you actually get your birthday pony, then you have to like pay for a stable and all this
totally
stuff.
That's the thing is like it kind of really reminds me. My birthday pony growing up was I always wanted a dog. I wanted a dog so bad. And my mom was like, okay, you can have a dog if you can keep your room clean for 1 month. And I was like, Renee, That is so easy. I'm going to keep my room so clean for one measly little month, and then I'm going to get the dog of my dreams, which was a beagle at the time. I really wanted a beagle. And I couldn't do it. I could not keep my room clean for 30 days. And I realized myself, I was like, oh, I am not responsible enough for a dog. I've literally just proved it, you know? And so I couldn't ask for a dog anymore because I myself proved that I wasn't responsible enough for one.
That sucks. And yet here you are sweeping now. So it really has worked wonders for your life that now you sweep.
I know. I've grown up.
Did anyone have to did Maddie have to be like, yo, Sam, it's time to sweep? Or did you just like of your own volition be like, I should sweep?
Do you want to know the story of how I became like into cleaning?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. So when I was a teenager, I had like a really disgusting room, like really gross. Like I didn't like eat in my room or anything, but just like piles and piles of clothes. And like my garbage can was like overflowing. And it was like a little tiny room, like the size of a jail cell. So it was like quite messy. And I brought like the big garbage bag, like one of those big black garbage bags into my room to like empty my little garbage can into it. And then I was like, oh, I'll just keep this big garbage bag in here so that like I don't have to keep emptying my little one. So like this is just to give you a picture of like how I was living, okay? And then, like, one day I'm, like, drowning in my belongings and garbage. And I was like, I need to tidy up. So I'm picking up all the clothes on my floor. I'm picking up all these, like, little socks that I have on the floor. And there's, like, a bunch of socks around a hamper or, like, a laundry bin. And so I'm picking them up. And I pick up a sock. And I'm like, oh, my God, this sock is so soft. It is so fuzzy. And I look into my hand. And there's a dead mouse in my hand. My room was so messy, it killed a mouse. My room killed a mouse. And so I like changed that day. Like I was like, I can't be a murderer anymore.
Oh my God. So you're saying that made you even more pro mouse. Which is shocking.
I was like, like I wasn't scared that there was a mouse in my room for some reason. I was just like, I was so embarrassed and ashamed that my room was so disgusting that it killed an animal. Like an animal that should have been able to like squeeze its way through, like, you know, like tell you about mice. It's like they could squeeze through the crack the size of a dime or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It just couldn't make it in my room, disgusting room.
That's amazing. Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about animals a bit more. So, you know, pony, it is, do you ever feel like, you know, I wish I wasn't just all about the word pony, or do you still love the word pony and the concept pony?
Yeah, I think I do still like it. At times, I do wish that I would have maybe named the band something a little more Googleable.
Right.
But I do think, you know, I love animals. I love just like, they're just so majestic and gorgeous and beautiful and pure. And I think that it's so special. So I don't feel any regrets on being permanently associated with like a beautiful, majestic animal.
Well, okay, perfect. But then that's what I would love to know is because you are also a voice actor on My Little Pony of some kind.
Yeah.
And you can explain it to us with more detail. But first I want to know, did being in the band Pony influence the decision of it would be so funny if I knew the parent company. Is it Hasbro or something?
It's Hasbro.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I should have went with it. Did it influence Big Hasbro to be like, oh my God, we should hire Sam?
You know what? No. And I don't even think the fine people over at E1 Entertainment and My Little Pony and Hasbro even know that I'm in a band called Pony.
Oh, amazing. So how did it even happen?
It was truly like a miracle that it happened. I had done some voice acting like maybe 7 years ago. And I started taking the band more seriously. So my agent was like, yeah, I'm not really going to submit you for anything because you're always away from the city. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then the pandemic hit and she was like, well, you're home now. I'm going to start submitting you again. And plus, because people aren't doing television in person right now. So much stuff is being done for animation. So I was getting like 4 or 5 auditions a week, and I booked none of them, but that's fine. And then this My Little Pony audition rolled through, and I was like, wow, like this would be such a dream come true if I could get on this show, because I used to watch the show with the kids that I used to nanny, and it just like it would just be so funny if I was on this show, My Little Pony. And then I didn't get the role, and I was kind of devastated, but I was like, you know what? I'm still like really grateful that I got the chance to audition and like meet some of the production people who are like, the woman who does the voice directing is Allison Court, who is the original Lunette the Clown. So I got to meet her, and it was just really cool, and it made me like feel like optimistic about maybe acting again one day. Anyways, long story short, they send me another audition, and I do it, and I don't get it. And then they send me another audition, and I do it, and I don't get it. And then, yeah, like it went on for months, and I was like, every time I wouldn't get it, I would like mourn the loss of like, I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to be on this show. And then I just get an email one day. They're like, oh, you got cast as this role in My Little Pony. And I was like, what? So cool. So I'm cast as the character Jazz Hooves. She's a reoccurring character. She is a nail technician and stylist. And yeah, she's really cool. And it's really interesting and fun to watch my voice come out of the mouth of a little pony.
That's so cool. Oh my God. It's just destiny, I think. So is it like, are there like different My Little Pony shows? Is this like the main one, or is this kind of like I just don't even know. I would assume it's like a huge franchise at this point.
Yeah, so this generation is G5, Generation 5, and there are 2 shows that share the same cast. So there's a show that comes out every week on YouTube. It's called Tell Your Tale, and those are just like short little 5-minute 2D animation kind of shorts. And then there are like 3D animation live, or not, they're not live. They're 3D animation specials that come out on Netflix like every once in a while. So there's like 2 big projects that
It'd be cool if
doing.
they were live.
Yeah.
But okay, that's incredible, and congratulations, and what a beautiful, perfect. I mean, the brand is strong, really.
Totally.
But
something.
Like, so do bronies? First of all, do bronies still exist? And second of all, I mean, that could be a huge thing for you, because I feel like bronies. Not that you make pop punk, but you make kind of rockin', punky pop music, and bronies love at least pop punk. I think they would love pony. I think there's a whole marketing opportunity, but maybe bronies don't even exist anymore. Is that a thing from 10 years ago that's gone now? Are we all just bronies? Has it just been absorbed into the main culture?
Yeah, I don't know that it is so much. I know that My Little Pony, the universe, has a lot of adult fans, which people will message me that are adults and be like, hey, can you send me a screenshot of the scene you're in? And I'm like, I think you can probably do that yourself. Or they'll be like, hey, I just tweeted at you. Can you just do me a favor and like it? And I'm like, sure. But I don't know about like the bronies specifically. Yeah, but it would be cool. Like I had a couple people, we were just on tour with Fucked Up, and I did have a couple people come at me at the merch table and be like, so cool about My Little Pony.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I don't know though that
talk
like
about
the
Year
culture
of the Horse, am I right?
Honestly.
That's really cool. Wow. So do you think that you need to maybe do a third pony thing, or is this your third pony thing, this interview?
Yeah, I guess this is, I'm adding to the pile. I just did an audition for like an on-camera role of a woman who is the assistant to someone who works at a stable. So I thought I don't think I got it, but I was like, if I get this will be too much horse culture.
That's actually interesting, because as you're saying all this, I'm thinking of the trope of like a horse girl and how that was kind of a thing for a while. But I don't think like liking ponies doesn't track with that either. Maybe everybody has some sort of horse type animal that they resonate with, and they don't necessarily go down all the same paths. I mean, have you ridden horses before?
I did, like, when I was a kid, like a tiny kid. I, like, went on, like, a horse trail. But I think I was too little to actually do it, so I think my mom just let me sit on the horse and, like, took a picture of me.
Maybe that really, like, got into your subconscious. Although no one knows still if a horse and a pony are different or the same. So that's...
We'll never know. We'll never know.
What if, you know, one of your many projects strikes it big? What if one year for your birthday, Pretty Maddie buys you a pony? Would you be stoked or would you be bummed?
I would be so thrilled. I would cry, honestly. It would be so magical. Just like wake up every day and just like go brush my pony's hair outside. It would be so cute.
It would be so good. Well, this has been a riveting Fugazi conversation. Sam, before you go, you know, drop your promos, and I know you're still doing Too Much TV pod as well, right? Which I was on, and I had so much fun, and Bake Off is back on. So my plug right now is going to be that Bake Off is back, and I haven't watched it yet, but it is back. So I don't know, please take the floor.
So incredible. We loved having you as a guest, you know, because so many guests don't have the nuts or the nads to write a song, and you did, and it was just wonderful. But you can find me at Pony the Band on Insta, and you can watch My Little Pony Tell Your Tale every week on YouTube. And there's a new My Little Pony special coming out on Netflix on September 26th.